What's up, guys? It's TheChilledSCrub coming back at you with another video, and this one might not be a popular opinion, but let's get to it. We're starting off with a chest and arms day, and I just want to say this: is it me, or is the feminism red pill love story, isn't it getting kind of old? I've made a video on this before, and I don't think it got enough attention that it deserves, but don't you think it's kind of getting old? Feminists, women empowerment, men are oppressing us, this, that, and the third, men crying about child support, and they have their genuine gripes about it that are actually accurate. So do women. But don't you think it gets old? Like, I've made this point before about how society plays both sides. You have men on one side folding their arms talking about I don't want to talk to women. You have women on the other side folding their arms talking about I don't want to talk to men and I hate men. Don't you think it's getting kind of played out? There is no benefit to it for either side, and it shows on the day-to-day basis. Whether you watch Fresh and Fit, you watch any one of these other red pill guru channels, it's no benefit. And on top of that, for the average guy, they're selling you a dream that you cannot maintain. I'm not saying that no man can make over 6 figures, be 6 feet tall, but that is an odd thing. That is not a norm. If it was a norm, it would be average. But the average guy is going to be below 6 foot and make probably anywhere from between $40,000 to $50,000. That is the norm. Why can't we preach about men and women actually working together? Like, when I think about old couples and I look back at my life and all the old couples I saw, they had that thing that worked, and I'm pretty sure they didn't get along with each other 24/7. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of times where they hated each other, but they had that thing that made them work. And this day and age, we have our heads so far stuck up our you-know-what, to the point that we can't see past ourselves. I will honestly say this is literally the most selfish generation that I have ever been the displeasure of being a part of. And I will point at myself first and be the first one to say that it took me 29 years of living in this world for me to truly understand that me having any disdain towards or hatred or vitriol towards the opposite sex does me no good whatsoever. Now, that doesn't mean I go around being oblivious and naive to what goes on in the world. I'm just simply saying that at some point you have to let it go. And I'm saying that on both sides, because I look at women too, and they have so much hatred. I've looked at certain girls that I see, and I'm like, you are way too attractive to be this ugly in attitude, just way too attractive. And you hear their gripes, and I'm like, this is nothing to complain over. And a lot of these problems that we have, both men and women, are self-inflicted, myself included. These gym videos are not just for me to prove that I'm lifting weights, but it's just to overcome things that I never thought I could possibly do. I never thought that I would be going to the gym day in and day out, doing these kind of things, making myself better. And I'm not trying to take self-improvement to this romanticized, over-exaggerated thing that you see in social media all the time. Speaking of social media, when it comes down to both of the sexes, if I was a woman, I'd get tired of hearing that crap every single day. Just like I'm tired of hearing the same red pill nonsense every single day. And the problem with social media now is that the algorithms, if you just choose to look at something one time, it keeps feeding it to you over and over and over again. Now, as an adult, as a 29-year-old man, I can decipher, hey, this is just a message, this is just entertainment, and that I don't need to take this seriously. The parts that I need, I take that, and the parts that I don't need, I discard it. But when you look at the average teenager and the average youth that is consuming this content day in and day out, well, of course they're going to be jaded, and they haven't even experienced anything yet. You have women, like I said before, over here harping about gripes that are either A, really insignificant, or B, you haven't even experienced these kind of things. And I find it odd that people just they really believe the hype. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, a lot of this stuff on the internet is just hype. I often tell people to go outside. I told this to one of my won't say subscribers, but one of the people that was watching my stream last night, bro, he was harping on statistics. He sounded like Destiny, kind of harping on statistics. I'm like, bro, just go outside and actually talk to people. I'm pretty sure, because I can't speak on the subject because it's pretty graphic, but if you go outside and talk to people, I promise you it's not as deep as you're making it out to be. But overall, like, the whole message of this video, like, the happiness of people in general is just at an all-time low, men and women. And now we're in this whole race to prove that I'm happier than you, or I can do it without you. No, men and women have always needed each other. We will always need each other. That will never, ever change. No matter how much people want it to, no matter how many people keep trying to push this new age propaganda, it just doesn't work. Essentially, we're trying to throw out thousands of years of something that has actually worked to try something new. And I'm not going to go into the whole pronoun thing and all the other crazy stuff, but just when it comes down to the basis of man and woman, we have to stop. When I look at myself at 29 and I look at like how angry I used to be, I'm like, bro, it's not that deep. There are certain psychological factors that do play a part in it. Like, I look at women now and I'm like, that feeling that I had when I was 19, 20, that is gone. That is gone. And it's sad because I'm like, you would think over the years when you mature a little bit that, you know, you will understand women on a deeper level. And I wouldn't say fall in love because that's idiotic, but you will grow closer to women as you get older. But as I have gotten older, and I'm pretty sure people can attest to this, you just get more distant. You get a little bit more colder. And I'm not just saying just because of bad experience, but when you see all this negativity around you 24/7, when you see the Destinies arguing, and the Albas and Preach arguing, the Fresh and Fit arguing, and the Andrew Tates arguing, and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying they don't have great points. They have phenomenal points. They have things that are irrefutable to me. But when you see this every single day, no matter how strong you think you are, it's gonna play a role in your psychology and how you look at things on a day-to-day basis. Same thing with women. I urge both of you, as I close this video out, I urge women and men, for people who are watching this video, please stop watching this stuff. Don't watch too much of it. Just take what you need and leave the rest. Discard the rest. Go outside and actually talk to people, you know. I used to have this hatred, and it's gone now, and I start to think now, and I feel bad for women, like, and I feel bad for men, because you're getting indoctrinated into this thing that you don't truly understand, and neither do I. But by the time you actually start to get a grasp of it and you start to understand what's going on, it's too late and you cannot recover from it. But that's all for today, guys. I don't want to harp on too long. You guys have a great one. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at TheChilledSCrub. Follow me on Instagram, TheChilledSCrub. All this the same. You guys take care, be safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Peace.